Why, hello, it's Junpei Berry here. And you get to see all my compiled TikToks from when I started to I don't know when. When it ends. I don't know. You just get to see them. I don't know. And I guess I'll talk about what I was thinking when I was making all of these. I guess so. You could count it as behind the scenes, but yeah. But I guess most of these are just giant art collages. You kind of just get the sense of like how much I've been drawing, I suppose. Like I think the second clip that shows a lot of the other art is the my middle school art, the one with the plain orange and all that stuff. But yeah. I'm sorry this isn't going to be a very fun, entertaining video where I'm like being all fast or quick or whatever. Yes, it's a long video. The next TikTok where you see a bunch of bodies with the red lines or something. That's the third video. I made that for like Asian and Pacific Islander month because there was like an event that was going on Twitter and all that stuff. But like, oh yeah, it was called Masia or something. I don't know if it was worth it. I think I kind of wasted my time because like I was doing this for like a during the time I had a job that it was okay, I guess, and I was kind of distressed. Honestly, I don't see why I did it. I think I rushed and all that stuff because it just didn't have time. I was probably mentally exhausted in a sense. Oh, and those little penciled heads, I think you barely read them. They're like, I think I had an idea. I was trying to like make some kind of D&D thing so that I could understand how I would want to treat my characters in the future. Because I don't know, I have to rewrite them because I wrote them differently in the story, and it wasn't very flattering, to say the least. Let's just be honest here. And yeah, also, why do the videos look like this weird? Where, like, sometimes you'll see this sometimes. I don't know. Do you like the close up? I don't really. I don't know if it's weird. Whatever. I just didn't want you to look at a black screen, a black background. I thought that would have been kind of boring, so I thought it would have been more interesting to maybe have like some kind of close up of a sort. So yeah. And round 333, I show off my commission page, which by the way, I will be changing that commissions page. That'll probably be outdated. I don't know when, but yeah. I don't know when exactly it will be outdated, but it will be changed soon. I already have an idea of how I want to go about with commissions in the future because I guess I ended up making a niche for myself by always drawing the puppets on TikTok or something. I don't know, but yeah. And around the 4 minute mark, we will see a whole bunch of my fan art of Higurashi from high school. I drew this on my bamboo on a Sony laptop when I was like 15, and I was just eyeballing the Higurashi manga covers. Yep. But yeah. Okay, so we can continue onward. Okay, 422. It's really hard to see because there's a lot of pencil sketches. Kind of. Well, no, wait. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing here. I was showing off my manga and everything. And you get to see kind of how I progress. You see how I like cover the things with emojis? I'm covering up my name. You don't really have a business knowing my name. And I don't know. It's just for my sake. I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't. What's the big deal or whatever. I don't know. I don't like doxing. I don't know. And you never know. You don't want to chance it. You don't want some creep on you. Okay. The next video in the 5 minute mark. That was you. This time doesn't look weird, and this is my first commissions page drawing art thing. That was my first commission, and pretty much my last commission that I have made. So I did it for a friend's mother, so yeah. But I'm changing my commissions page, so if you wanted like head portraits, too late. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna do something that I find is easier on my hands. Anyway, I don't really feel like I can do like the commission thing as much anyway, due to the nature of how my job and my work is. Okay, so around the 6-minute mark, let's see, I will take a look. To simply explain, I'm gonna sing in the next video that shows up, so I'm just gonna shut up for a bit until it's done. I hope you liked my singing. So if you want to know the first thing about me, yes, obviously, I am a fan of Ryukishi Osa, and that's one of the most important things you need to know about me. I like his work. I've liked them since I was pretty young. Not just the gory stuff, okay? So I'm probably gonna go over the art tutorial soon. I'm showing you how to show, I believe, age. So here you see in the first few moments, you see that I am drawing a crow's feet. And that crow's feet are wrinkles that show up on the sides of your head that are near your eyes. Okay? You'll see that. And let's see. And you'll see that as you grow older, I was demonstrating here that a minute into this tutorial, around 7:42, I am showing that your nose grows bigger as you grow older. So yeah, good to know. And to make your character look younger or older, you would change the height of the ears. Younger ears tend to go lower to the face, and older people tend to have their ears higher up to their head. Alright? And yes, you could definitely play with eye shapes, but you don't want to exaggerate too much. Another thing is like sagging skin, of course, which I show around 8:16. You can see the chin is kind of sagging. You can see the laugh lines. And I demonstrate some of the eye wrinkles, like your eye, like the wrinkles around your eyes when they furrow, and the worry lines, like the lines that are horizontal across your forehead, or the fact that they may grow warts or moles or spots as time goes on. And let's see, what else could we learn from this? So a lot later into the video, I show that eye bags can also make you look older. Please don't confuse this with ageoso, or I think it's...
I don't actually know much about myself, but Asians have this, some Asians have the standard where like there's a little dent below the eye and it's supposed to look cute. I never noticed it before. Anyway, around 8:49, I show another way to look older is, well, you want to hollow out them cheekbones. The face may look bonier and saggier because like the skin is loose. It's not as plump. Gravity has affected it.
People can be shorter due to the fluid in their knees. That's another thing to look forward to, I suppose. So I don't know. Other than their height obviously shrinking,
their back may curl over. And here's something I couldn't mention during my TikToks because I didn't have any time. But old people can have all kinds of features. After all, some people age faster than others. Some of them age faster than milk. Some of them age like a fine wine.
Black moles with hairy black moles. It is as a auspicious sign, depending on certain cultures. Just letting you know that as well. And let's see, what else? So right now we are in the video where I show off one of my digital art prints. Seriously, I don't watermark these. They aren't watermarked. They look watermarked here because I don't want you to grab the images. So on my coffee, but you should seriously go on my coffee and check out my digital prints. I didn't spend 10 years upping my art game just to be suppressed by the stupid algorithm and not try and become a full-time artist, okay? Okay, so if you've watched along with David Nagos, so around the 10-minute and 23rd second mark, you can see that I worked on like my own visual novel thing before, and I tried it before. I posted these on my Facebook albums. I mean, it can be interesting, but it was very limited due to my drawing skills and due to the fact that I was drawing this with only a mouse, with like MS Paint and stuff. Because I don't know. I didn't know how, when I was in high school, I didn't really know what to do. But I also think that a lot of my hand problems started because I started drawing with a mouse and everything in an attempt to try to get better at it. And I wish I could have invested in working on other forms of digital art sooner. I was never confident about it. I wish I had like IBIS Paint sooner so that I could have done that. But yes, and yes, I am aware I tell you to check out my Patreon at the end of that video, because you should. I'm thinking of revamping that too. I admit I don't really know what I'm doing with my Patreon. I really do need to revamp it. But since my anime is out, I could try to like add something like putting names in the credits or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. And we have here on 11/23.
My most recent prototype I made before Devas and Nagas, my anime remake thing, and that is basically, I already had the first story all storyboarded out. And the real size of those pages, those are scanned from like some big Bristol paper. I think it's like 14 by 17 is the actual sizes of those pages. Though some of them have been edited digitally through Photoshop and Adobe due to the fact I'm a clumsy person. So, yeah, just getting out there. I think there's more slideshows of more of my journeys of digital art, so you get to know how I was developing my skills. Because, well, I had to work from somewhere. That video starts around 12:40, 12:30. That's probably what I'm talking about. So don't worry if whatever I'm saying isn't matching up, because, well, I don't know either. I am rambling. Around the 38 minute mark, it's more of the part 2. I have no idea who has ever been attempting to follow me since the beginning of my YouTube. Let's just be honest, this video will probably not get any traction and will not be displayed anywhere because it's on YouTube. YouTube is complete trash for me, I guess. I don't know, it's easier for me to get traction on TikTok. Seriously. So, even if I want to try to make my videos better on here, I don't have any motivation to care or try. I don't have any incentive. So, yeah. The only thing that I put any effort on my YouTube videos are solely on my anime, and probably like I just like live streaming because it's fun. So around the 14:38 minute mark, you get to see me showing off all my art supplies. So some of these, in the beginning I show you these circular objects. You push them against paper and they emboss. Or they can cut out shapes. Some of these I had some trouble with. And I show you my gel pens, and I show my little neon post-it notes that you will see on my goddess drawings. So, yeah, and then around 15:41 or something, or around 15:40, I show you all the pens that I have. Because I love pens. I love pens more than pencil. I know I draw with pencil a lot, but I grew up drawing with pen a lot when I was younger. So, I don't know what happened there. Hold on. My laptop is blowing a really loud noise, and I hope it's not getting caught by the speakers. That's the last thing I want. Alright, so around 16-30 minutes into the video, you'll see me show off these things called oil bars. During my college years, we were required to experiment with a lot of materials, and oil bars are, I guess they're made of oil. You spread them across the canvas really quick. So it's kind of like a marker you draw on it or something. I don't know. But it's made of oil. I've only used them a couple of times. I could honestly not tell you the use. And then I show you these markers. You see them. They're calling itself colorific. And you see it's an orange marker. That's an orange scented marker. I remember I had a lot of scented markers when I was younger. Some of them would give me headaches, and I did not like them. So I show you some more of my colored pencils and pens. I really like pens. I especially really like using Tombos to make a transparent look or like a gray tone. I liked using them to tone my paper, which is something that I was taught in college in my life drawing classes, for animation, for animal drawing. I had a really excellent professor. She was very open-minded to art styles, and she knew a lot of things. So yeah, if you ever go to Fullerton, what's it called? California State University, Fullerton. That's probably where you'll find her. I don't know. I think her name is Barbara Maley, I think. Like, she's, like, I think if you look her up or something, she probably has an Instagram, and, you know, you should sign up for classes with her and learn from her. If you're going to the college, I don't know. Other than that, if you aren't, I'm not, don't harass people, okay? Just saying. Because I really like her, and she's really great, and yeah. So at my 1747 drawing, I show off my TikTok compilation video of my video about a creepy high schooler that I knew who became a very creepy adult around like 7:30, 17 minutes and 30 seconds. If you like hearing about creepy guys and doing creepy things and like the outcomes or whatever, go look at it, I guess. I don't know. So around 1754, I guess I'm giving you these timestamps, but I'm not gonna actually guide you across them. Sorry, I'm too lazy. Like, I don't get paid at all. I don't get any traction. I don't have any incentive to try on YouTube. Like, I'm kind of lazily trying. So, yeah. Anyway, I mean, unless I start actually seeing more traction, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll care some more. I used to try to care, but it's like, there's no point in being dedicated or serious if you're not moving forward. So, okay. So, around 1756 or 18 minutes or something like that, I show you my drawings of animals, and you get to see and learn about all the animal sketches that I'm doing. You have to look at references, honestly, if you want to learning how to draw animals. Animals are very deceptive, for one. There's all kinds of ways to draw animals. Like, some of the things I've learned is timing yourself. How fast can you draw in 15 seconds or 16 seconds or 10 seconds, 5 seconds, you know? Because some of this was, like, something that we would learn in animation drawing. I wasn't a major as a animator in animation. I majored in illustration, and then I had to transfer out of illustration and became a general arts studio major. I don't really want to explain how and why that became a case. Because, well, the real reason is probably very depressing, and I'm not here to depress you with my stories. So, that's for my other videos, where I am depressing. Probably. Or I try to play off as a joke, which is typically something I do. And
You want to know the skeleton of the creature.
don't be intimidated by the skeleton of the creature. Skeletons, they do look intimidating. So what you want to do when you look at a skeleton is you want to simplify those shapes. There are a lot of scary shapes when you draw things. Don't let that scare you. You should simplify those shapes. And, you should, and don't be afraid, break it down. That's a thing you want to learn drawing. Break it down. Make it simple. Around 20 minutes into this video, I show you my little mini drawings I did for Halloween. No one ever bought the prints or anything. Well, which really sucks. I mean, if you think these little icons are cute, they're probably up in my coffee. I know they're $50 on there right now, but I can make them cheaper
when it comes to Halloween. So you should wait until that time. I'll make them like $1 or something. Yeah, I made them 50 because, hey, you weren't there during the Halloween sale. I'll make it $1 when it's Halloween. I won't be a jerk, okay? But I'm gonna be jerk every other year. You weren't there, so you missed it. Too bad. The number one thing you want to get better at drawing is through your structures, and that is through studying skeletons. It is not the muscles. The muscles are important, but not as important as your skeleton. Your skeleton and your structures. You build a ground. You build a foundation before you build on top of anything else, correct? You wouldn't build a house on a sinking floor. So, yeah, think about your foundations. Simplify your shapes. Start from there. That's your simple building blocks. That's your skeleton. Alright? It's just like our bodies. If without our skeletons, we would be blobs. Just a couple of metaphors being thrown out there, but I hope they're helpful tips. I have no idea. You see, and you can mix your markers and your pen. But textures are last, muscles, the forms, the skeletons. Alright? Actually, the forms are also important. You want to get, so forms are second, muscles are last, textures are muscles are third, and then textures are last. My apologies. Alright, and then you get like one of them. Alright, I'm going to be quiet for a bit. It looks
This is my progress of how I led up to making my anime. Like a very quick summarized process. By the way, I show you my Patreon and my coffee at the end, which I'm telling you, yeah, go see it. Okay? Go check it out. Do you have a choice? No, I kidnapped you. Just kidding. You have a choice, but I would really prefer you would check it out. Give me the chance. Seriously, I want to just do art full time, and I need the support I can to do it. Honestly. So, it would be really cool if I could do that. I am working on different ways to get around that. Alright. So here we have the introduction of Elijah. He loves food and pretty people. And what else does he like? Well, no. He has a ghost that possesses him. If you can't tell, he's wearing Hanfu Chinese-inspired clothing, since he is Chinese. Alright, I'm not sure when this video starts, but it starts around 23:43. And this one is about my one time when I tried to adapt Love Pudding, but on the Nintendo 3DS, and I used the Frog Flipnote Studio thing at Tenna. So yeah, you get to see all that. I think I've shown my comic a whole bunch of times where you would kind of get the basic plot. The names are all out of date. So yeah, what else could I say? So the next character I'm going to introduce in the next video around 24 minutes and 40 seconds is Yuka. And let's see. What did I just freaking do? Dang it, I did something stupid. Sorry, I was just freaking out that I accidentally opened a panel like an idiot. So let's go over that. So we have Yuka, and she calls herself, her human alias is Yuka Michaelis. She's 17 years old, just like Elijah. She's a half angel, half devil, so she's half angel, half devil, guardian. But the default is just guardian angel. It makes it easier. And Okay. So we have him. I'm gonna read some of the lines out, so just a moment.
Sleep early!
No! I'm hungry. I want snacks.
We have food at home. I'll cook.
You go look! It's cute! It's so cute! Follow me! Follow!
He's so casual with hand-holding. He likes her, but he's too oblivious. And he'll just grab people's hands when they really want people to do something. Being half angel, half demon, if you know, that's probably basically the same thing. She was an experimentation. So basically she can use dark and light energies. So the lore of angel and demon, the only thing that is different is they can use light and dark energies. That's it. So as you can clearly see, she's muscly and she likes to dress in dark clothes with chains and stuff. So let's go over the next character introduction. We have Thea. Her dynamic with Yuka is very awkward. Elijah doesn't really know how to feel about her. But she likes to surf on the internet, so I guess there's a couple things about her. Oh, she has a crush on a guy named Mal. And I also introduced a second character, Ranwi, who no longer looks like that. This is the new Ranwi one. Around 26 minutes and 13 seconds, you see her new design. Her hair and clothes will always change, but the only thing that's consistent about her is her face. Her other name is Renav. So she's a demon. She looks 17, but her age is a mystery. So, yeah. And so she really likes Chang. She likes to play phone games. Her nails have the ability to summon anything she paints. Because I kind of like nail art. So, yeah. Alright, you're going to see when I first started making the puppets. So I did a pencil sketch. Then I colored them in after I inked them, and I cut them out. And of course, I glued them with, well, you can see cotton swabs. I glued them together with acrylic paint because I'm really that lazy, so yeah. Alright, I have to stop talking because I have a horse tutorial drawing. I tried making a quick tutorial on this, but, we're gonna have to learn separate parts. But what it means to draw a horse's anatomy. I'm so sorry. Originally, I was teaching like 3 different lessons all at once in one video in 3 minutes. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I have to explain this first because I'm gonna have to put it in parts. I'm so sorry. So first, pick your reference. I picked this one. You need to learn the structure of horses first. So like, let's see. You didn't see the structure there, but you see these things. Like, see, look. There's like this structure. I really wish I had my notebook with all my notes and sketches so to note these things. Just notice all these joints and stuff. You need to know its skeleton. So let's take out a picture of a skeleton too. A horse skeleton. Also, I changed my mind. We're just going to have to use a different reference altogether. So look at this. It is very important. You don't need to draw all the bones. Look at the structure of its head. And now, look at the structure of this. It's kind of boxy with stuff, and there's a little divot here where the spine is. Draw the horse's spine. Now, originally when I was taught this, we were going to call this the pizza box or something. Okay? And this is always supposed to technically have a perspective. Like, see here? There's a perspective over here. And you see here, that's the opening of the rib cage. It's like a cylinder-ish, rectangle-ish shape. I want to draw its shoulder-ish, clavicle-ish looking thing and put it down here. And start making it connect. Notice how its thing is like that. Then there's a bone here, and over down here. Then look over there, there's this other thing. And then you draw its little hoof, where there's a joint there too. If my professor saw me trying to teach like this, I think she would. You probably need to think about the perspective of the other leg as well. This is how initially I was taught, I guess. So I think I made the legs too long. Notice the legs here compared to like that. It shouldn't be that long. But the legs here, I've drawn too long, so let's learn from my error before that. And there's the legs of this horse and stuff. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Now for the pizza box, you want to think like this area. Now there are little bones here that stick out like that. And like that. I mean, you can always go back in the drawing stage and like edit it or whatever, depending. And then like fill it in. like that. Oh, and don't forget its tail, its ears. And because horses are like not predators, their eyes are to the side or something. You know? And then their mouth is like this. Or something like that. They have teeth like here. But remember, your horse doesn't, it only opens the wide mouth that way. And of course draw its neck with the hair. I'm sorry if this isn't a very good explanation. But start with the skeleton first. And then we can work on muscles later on. I'll do a bit better tutorial later. Just know animal structures are like misleading. Alright, I'm out with my Tombow, and this time I'll show a different method of drawing a horse other than with the skeletal structure. So I'm going to pre-draw the skeletal structure first, and then I'll show you how I'll quickly get in the form. Just like, it's a different way to do things. And I just find it helpful other than just observing and stuff. I don't know if it'll be useful or anything, but yeah. So here's how I originally drew it, which was really poor, and this is when I was trying to teach way too many lessons in one 3-minute video, which I really thought I had enough time. But yeah, like you can see here, the perspective is awful. Now let's see the one that I revised. Right here where, okay, I tried to do the structure, except I'm kind of better at this, so I just break it down by simple shapes instead. And then I just kind of eyeball it. I'm sorry, but I mean, learning it from the initial way that I was taught from like learning the structures, that's the good part. And that's in the first part. I'm sorry. Now I'll just show you like how I block in forms and shapes. Now look on the shadows of this guy, but you could also like just simply ignore all that. Well, you'll see. So, okay, look at where the shadows were at from this drawing. Like, one thing I recommend is like, what my professor told us was to study different mediums and all that other stuff, because like, it really helps. Like, you can figure out like what you want to do, how you want to approach it. It'll eventually give you different solutions. So I don't just recommend you practice. I recommend that you experiment. Yeah, that's really important. See there? It's starting to come together, I think. Show you an alternative method just with a pen like this alone. Okay, check that out. So here with the Tombow marker, I quickly like made it more like a shape to study the form and stuff rather than like really whatever these stuff. Additionally, you could also use these things as kind of like markers to tell you where the anatomy and everything is. Sorry I didn't show you most of the process from there, but you can probably kind of figure out how I kind of did it. Because you can really tell I just kind of scribbled stuff. And it was really hard to hold it. I should probably show that one later. I'm really sorry if that was kind of hard to understand. I'll do like another demo or something. So it kind of works kind of like computer layers or whatever, and then you kind of just want to start filling in your details or something like that or whatever. Because after that, all you have to do is just observe all the stuff that you saw from the animal. Oh, careful you don't get lost in the sauce, because I have all these lines. But yeah, I experiment with all kinds of stuff. This is my Devas and Nagas prototype. You can go ahead and read it. I'll just shut up. Okay, I'm back. So, let's see. The next character is Elijah's best friend, Oliver. Or Olive, but that's only when Oliver is a girl. Anyway, I forgot what they're about. Just kidding. Okay, so they were best friends since they were young, but they call each other sworn brothers and stuff. And Elijah admires everything about Oliver. Thinks Oliver's the bee's knees. You know, intelligent and everything. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, let's see what else. But Elijah is slightly older than him, even though he acts like a little kid. So, because Oliver's more mature. And the next character I'm introducing is Lucy. And Lucy is, let's see, super bossy, really scary and intimidating, I guess. And everyone's afraid of Lucy. But Lucy, this is Lucy in her girl form. Um, when she has her long hair and stuff, which she actually prefers. But for some reason, she's stuck looking like this in Davis and Nadas, and that's basically it. And Lucy's also an incredibly selfish person. So let's see, that is, let's see, 1 hour and 1 minute and okay, we're almost done talking about that. So anyway, I'll just move on. Oh my god, I think I'm showing a whole bunch of drawings from my sketchbook and this other thing. Okay, so the next video is a clip of, well, all these cats and everything. And animals. A whole bunch of animal sketches and drawings. I don't know what to say about this. And there's another video clip later on, about a minute ahead, where I show off a bunch of my Umineko fan art because I really like Umineko. And also drawing weird, strange monsters, and this was all during my college years or something like that. And then like I sketched a bunch of random people or something. I don't know, I got some really weird ones. I don't know what's wrong with my sense of humor. Oh, and then later on I'll have like Higurashi fan art. Because I really, really, really like when they cry. And as of now, where it's been months since I've been updating this actual compilation video, I am actually finally reading Higurashi out loud for everybody to hear. Yes, I know my mic quality is not the best mic quality. Sorry. I don't live in a place where I can necessarily just make sure everything's quiet at all times. There's always cars zooming unnecessarily. Even at night, they'll hear some of them go. It's like nobody cares or needs to know that you can zip zoom really fast or something. But they have to make it everyone's business. So, yeah. And I know there are people who like to chitter chatter a lot. And what else? Oh, right. And not to mention, I know somebody who always likes to blast music all day, every day, whenever. Okay? It's ridiculous. So, yeah, if you ever wonder why I struggle so much with sound, it's my environment. I am working with what I have. And you know what? Despite the fact even if you have limitations, also I don't know how to edit audio. I've tried looking up tutorials. I'm dumb as rocks. So anyway, even if there are limitations, you can try to work the best around what you have, and that's what I have always tried to do. Because I've had so many setbacks, and I don't want to talk about my life story on here. Even though this video is so long, oh my god, hell. And I'm pretty sure I sound like I'm droning, but I'm not getting paid to make these videos, so I'm not going to sound exciting on purpose. It depends completely on my energy levels, and I don't care. So anyway, let's see, I'm gonna shut up in about 20 seconds and less, cause reasons. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet now. I'm just gonna blab for a little bit, because I'm gonna read a comic. And I had to replace that audio. So just letting you know, that's probably why there's like a... I'm dying! I need a new Cindy. 1 penny? Fugu jar! Fugu is boring him! He cannot afford that Fugu! He cannot! And this is me, randomly advertising my Redbubble store. I don't know. I spent months, like, just working on this, putting it up and everything, but I didn't really get any results from it. Probably because, I don't know. The algorithm is designed for it, and I'm like, I don't know. Do you see how I talk? You see how I drone? I'm not completely socially awkward, and I'm not bothering writing a script. I have no reason. I have no incentive. No incentive. Especially with how I've been so burnt out. I haven't worked on this for months or weeks. I have no idea that when I got back, because I'm working at this in segments and pieces, and this is the best I can do. I'll tell you what, though, I am working on like a whole bunch of these. I do show a whole bunch of backs of my manga covers, and you get to see like my old art from when I was 17 years old to like when I was like 23 or 24 when I finished my manga, which you can. I actually have like I read my manga on my TikTok. I don't do it on YouTube because it's just like you guys are all rude. no offense. Some of people, and I don't feel comfortable, or I don't really trust the I don't really trust it enough to do that. Sometimes I'll try it, but like not with everything. Okay. Some people are like, oh no, that's bad. You have to deal with people being rude. Okay, so if you agree that being shitty to customer service workers is shitty, then why do you think it's okay to be shitty to people online, who are just trying to live? Okay? Otherwise, that kind of makes you a hypocrite, you know? As long as that person has not done anything actively awful. Anyway, you can see some more of my pencil sketches and stuff for art and stuff. Like, I have a whole bunch of pencil sketches that I did for college. A whole ton. I even have a thing where I'm, like, reading a whole bunch of... where I have, like, comics, short little comics and stuff. This is when I was a lot less burnt out. You know, I keep going through life expecting things will get better. I'll feel less burnt out. And then I just get more burnt out. I don't know. And it's like, how can it be worse? And it's like, no, I can get worse. You think you hit the bottom of the barrel? Nah, you're scraping all the way down to hell. Oh, what is it? Not a not fun time. Anyway, let's see. Let me count that time. So I see 30 minutes. So that's 4 minutes. Okay. So I'll ramble on for just a little minute more. But yes, you can see that. Because I want to read this comic thing that I did. It's funny to me. And then I'll go back to just blabbing and rambling and droning. Or whatever the heck it is. Whatever. But it's not like it's that bad. I mean, there are people that have been pretty chill. So that's nice. But it's like, why do I have to? Okay, if you're okay.
Fugu's roasting on a fugu fire. Fugu's nipping Jash's nose. Merry Fugumas! To see if Fugu's really know how to fly. Scared heathens! Fugu tidings we share to Fugu friends, not just. Fugu tidings, Fugu Christmas, and a Happy New Year. It was Goo Year! And a Happy Goo Year. Fugu's attack! Ah!
I don't know. I just do whatever I want, whenever I feel like it. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna draw I have a whole bunch of Kirby's that I drew. I remember I used to draw like a whole bunch of anime characters as Kirby's, and I would just rank them on who would be the cutest and everything. And then after I draw my Kirby's, I have like a whole bunch of like girls I draw. Tons and tons and tons. Because why not? And then I show off of all my, what is it called? Ceramic stuff? Yeah, I don't know. I show off like Elijah in a dress. I don't know. I'm just rambling about a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. I also wanted to avoid the copyright, so that's why I'm just rambling all this stuff. It's okay. It's not like you're missing out or anything. It's okay. But anyway, I do see that I have a foot drawing tutorial that I guess it'll take some explanation. So when you actually get to that video, I hope you'll understand. So let's see. Wait, no. What am I actually drawing in that video? I don't think it's a foot. Oh, okay. So I explained that feetsies, toesies are like cylinders or something that you see on its side, and toenails are wrapping around those cylinders, and that's our toesy woesies. And don't forget that we have like a gap between those toesy woesies. And if you don't get it when you saw it like that, that's just too bad. But yes, understand that here's a tip for artists. Even though this has not been really a tip video, and I don't know, I'm just rambling about whatever I feel like. It's completely chaotic. Just deal with it. It is. Let me think. Where are we? I gotta think, guys. So 4 minutes. Yes, toesy woesies. The tip is remember, try to simplify the object and think about the objects that may possibly be wrapping around it. Could it possibly be more like a texture, or more like how does a physical object lay on the physical object? Things like that. Yeah. I don't know. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, I'm just chaotically rambling. Why? Because I can. Oh, right. And then, like, for Halloween, I had Elijah and Yuka do a magical girl transformation or something like that. And, like, you get to see the drawings where their costumes become, like, illustrations. So they become from shivvies or whatever. And then I have, like, more illustrations. Well, more like these pixely chib things. Same thing. I have a lot of pixely chib things. And then I show all the inner covers of my manga. And, like, profile pictures of my characters that I made a long time ago. That's why they look bad. I don't know. You're gonna have to just deal with the fact I just randomly ramble about things all the time. And none of this will make any sense to you. And then I'll show you a preview, a sneak preview of the villains I'm making for my manga or whatever. Good luck. I'm bored. She keeps rambling on about things that don't make sense. Too bad. Too bad. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't really care. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't care if you don't watch it. I'm just rambling. And I'm just trying to get this video finished at this point. I'm doing this all by myself. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I'm just compiling all my TikToks so I can delete the other TikToks. Because there's too many freaking TikTok videos. Too many YouTube shorts on here. That is the only reason why I'm compiling all this in the first place. That is why it is so chaotic. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. So yeah, I'm showing like this another sketch and another video. And if none of this audio lines up with any images that you've been seeing, that's just too bad. Just gonna have to cope. Because this is just drawings, and more drawings. And I don't know, more drawings. And then you see me like doing a pose or something. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Okay, so I have about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to ramble on before I bump into another tutorial. Good luck making it through this. I'm not holding your hand. I'm evil. I'm chaotic. I don't care. And I'm burnt out. And I cannot afford any other time or whatever. I am doing this. I always do all these things at night. Okay? I have a day job, and I probably would have put more time, more care and investment in doing any of this if I had more time. But I don't have time. Not anymore. So you're just going to have to deal with it. And that can change. But I would need to have some support. But that's alright if you can't. I know times are tough. There is a recession. Back when there wasn't a recession, and back when people weren't asking, and now, at the time I'm filming again, there's a recession. So, yeah, I mean, it's been tough since 2020. I thought I was going to what was it? Actually changed my life. And I didn't change my life. Oops, sorry, I bumped into the table. I didn't change my life. And then what? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I wanted something to change and nothing changed, and I just ended up back in square one. I was trying really hard. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to make this depressing, even though I probably have multiple times. We're going to try to, what is it? Anyway, we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so let's just keep chatting away. About what? About nothing, about, I don't know, but you get to see that, oh, I drew a lot during high school or whatever, and like, I draw tons and tons. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't know. God, I don't know. This is so. I don't know. I was gonna I think this was supposed to be for my TikTok viewers too, and I don't know. I have no idea. I should have planned this out better back when I started. When did I even originally make this file? I have to. I have to check. Just give me a moment. I don't know when I started this. That is the worst part. Properties. Oh my god, I started this all the way back on April 21st. And it's June. Okay, so it's been 2 months. 2 months. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a fish out of the water with my project. Just good luck with me or something. I don't know. So I think we're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm just counting. You're just gonna have to deal with it. It's just rambling. It's like, why? Don't you gotta edit out all your ums and ers and everything? No editing. Only raw. We go in it like men. Whoa! I almost slipped off my chair. We do the thing. There's only a disaster. There's only a mess. Okay, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so anyway, there's only mess. There's only disaster. I put some more efforts into my other videos, but no. This is a dump post of a lot of things, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. I'll put on my best game on another thing. This is just... I still have to work on that Adventures Quartet video that I was going to put together, and that's still taken forever. And I've been working on this before this video, so I have 1 minute and 30 seconds to speak left. And let me check. I need to take a look about that Adventures Quartet video I was working on. Wherever the heck that is. Oh my gosh. What am I looking at? When did I start this originally? I started this all the way back in February. It is 4 months now. That one still isn't done too. I've been working on that project. I thought I was going to get it done already. And then all this stuff keeps coming up. I don't know anymore. Oh my god. How long was I supposed to be rambling for? I gotta check the time. Okay. I have no clue. I'm going to assume I have 12 minutes. So 12 minutes is... Alright, so I have about less than 1 minute and 30 seconds, even though I said that, but I'm not good at math, so remember, I'm chaotic stupid, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. And I'm completely out of it. I have been out of it forever. Oh my god, less than a minute now. Okay, I gotta think. I don't know what to say until I go across another tutorial. That's why I'm stopping to talk, because because there's another tutorial in here. There's all kinds of stuff. Just, I don't know. Good luck. Just jump around the video until I have no clue. I don't know anymore, guys. There's too much. I'll probably go in and put in oh, this is information that you could probably go through. Otherwise, you're going to have to go through my chaotic stream of what in the world is this person talking about. God, they don't know how to edit or anything. They're so lazy. Or is it, I don't know. I'm a one-person team. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so let me give you some tips on posing. Now, the first thing you probably want to do is act it out. Yep, that's what you do. Feel your body, act it out, draw the pose, look in a mirror or something. That you've probably felt around for doing like a pose or something. Please ignore any annoying background noises. Now I'll show you like the line of action stuff or something. Maybe, I don't know. But like, let's see. If you want to make a pose, like let's say you want something, you see this diagonal line, this is a C curve, that's an S curve. It's one of the basic things that they use for, what the heck is it called? Dynamic posing or something. So let's say that I wanted to make a pose kind of like this. I mean, I don't know. Also, there's also getting a actual picture reference of poses or whatever, but I'm lazy. I'm sure that you can, or you're more than capable of doing that yourself. And please, I implore you to please ignore the annoying background noise. I cannot do anything about it. Okay, so let's hope that isn't too whatever, but yeah. Now for the C curve. I kind of decide my poses on how I feel with my body. I'm a strange one because I'm very sensitive to the feeling of how I move. So, and you don't have to actually, it doesn't actually have to be a C. It could probably be pretty loose or something. Point is, have a line of action, have something like that goes through. These are dynamic lines, diagonals. You know, you never want a straight line or something horizontal. This is stiff, this is at rest. I'm not an expert at this, so yeah. Let me finish the rest of these poses. So the S one you probably want. I probably exaggerated some of these. I'm sorry if, like, it's not very good. You probably want a more loose S. But yeah, that's it. A couple of tips. And here I am, rambling about 30 seconds. I forgot what I was doing. I think I was showing off a print that I was selling all my coffee or something like that. I don't know, and now I'm gonna sing after my tutorial or something. Yeah, I'm doing singing. I don't know, I do a lot of things. When am I not doing something? And unless I'm being burnt out or something. I don't know. GGL, goodbye. I mean, no, I'm back. No, wait, hold on.
始まりはいつだったのか本当のことは誰覚えてないのこの体の細胞のどこかにはきっと刻み込まれてるはずねでもそれを探すようはないの神の裁きを受ける時が来たから星は回るいつも変わる繕ってほぼりのつくをかつこしてこの世界が終わり告げるとき幸せに満ちた晴れの音が鳴り響く
We're back. Now we're seeing all these sprites or whatever that I made before that I tried to make a visual novel and I put it on Facebook albums and it didn't work so well, but I think it was something I was trying to work on before, but now I think I've come with a better happy medium with paper puppets. I have access to better mediums and materials, and that's going to be in my episode 3 anime. So I know there are some people that are being rude on me on some of those comments, like, anime in air quotes. Yeah, I know it's not that animated. I know that. I'm in the beginning stages. Give me some time. I'm still trying to improve that. There will be movements. I'm even drawing mouth movements, and they'll talk, and I'll have them move, okay? At the end of the day, it's just an illusion of movement after all. So anyway, so let me think. So now I think there's like some drawing they had in college where I was like studying perspective and all that stuff. So you can see that, yeah, I did a lot of practice and stuff. And there's a whole bunch of issues why things are the way they are. Hold on, I gotta check something. So I think I'm rambling about for like 4 more minutes or something. I'm gonna try to not overtalk, but like I have 2 more tutorials coming up, and then I'll have to go back to shutting up or something like that. Oh yes, but like you get to see, like, these are things that I did to study my art so that they would look better, and where I got the idea of wrapping objects around with the textures and everything. Like, I live in a stream of chaos. My mind is a stream of chaos if it's not droning or something, or I don't know, or I'm not derealizing, or if I'm not like depersonalizing, and I'm not going through the brain fog. That, I guess that's what happens, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Just so you know, I never know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Anything? Who knows? So yeah. Okay. Let's see. From 17:57. Yeah, about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, alright. Yeah. But if there's ever gaps in being quiet, that's why. There's like gaps of other noises and other things. I don't know. I have no clue. Oh, and then like, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna randomly ramble about another topic, because why not? I guess like I started randomly catching up to other animes that people were like, oh my god, I'm watching this anime and that anime. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, I'll catch up with that. I don't know. Why am I talking so rapidly fire all of a sudden? I have no idea. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm like cutting off this in time for the time thing. I can't think straight. I love matcha tea. Oh yeah, and I've been live streaming. Like, I don't know. I just need to do something. Something, whatever that is. I really do love reading Higurashi, and I do love playing games and all that stuff. There's lots of things I like to do. Like, I just can't. I can't put it down. Okay? I have too much things. And I have to do them all. I have to. All of them. All of them, everywhere, all at once. Oh. I heard there was this movie called Everything Anywhere All at Once or something like that. I really want to watch it. I don't know. But I am Chinese American. Just letting you know. Oh my god. I was having kind of like a blast with AAPI month with all the things I was doing. Oh, I do Hanfu videos like every week on the weekend, because I actually finally get time to actually dress in traditional clothing, or sometimes I can incorporate some of my traditional clothing into my modern clothes, but not all the time, and that's fun and all, but I'll have to be quiet soon. But yeah, and like I do the makeup stuff, but you know what, if you have a problem with it, too bad, because hey, if you're supporting me, you're supporting my culture, you're supporting my art, whatever. And no, I do not mean the government. And let's not get into politics in here. I don't like that stuff. Okay? I just do whatever I feel like. I would never support things that try to control others, okay? So don't bring that up. I'll block you. There will be no 3 warnings. You're off. So, here's kind of like a super basic lesson on perspective, I suppose, on at least the 1 point. Hey, Jupiter Bear here. Here's sort of a 1 point perspective kind of basic lesson. Ignore any background noises, and also, like, sorry if I'm not an expert or anything. You want to start out with like a focal point, or no, a vanishing point, I suppose. Ooh, here's a tip. When you draw with perspective, usually do not expose where your vanishing point would most likely be, because it takes people out of the drawing, because it's just like, it's not very realistic, I suppose. Or I forgot how it was originally explained. I'm sorry, but you will see. First thing is you draw all the lines that are supposed to lead up to this point. Sorry, I already pre-drew it. Like, after you do all the lines that lead into that area, then you start drawing your shapes. Another thing, make sure if you have lines going down, all the lines that aren't facing this point, like all the lines that go down or up, they have to be straight. Now, I know I'm not good at drawing straight lines, but, well, you know. I'm sorry if this is a really rough explanation, so. But here it is. I try to apply it like this and try to make more of a picture. I know it's a crappy doodle, so I didn't think that you deserve something that bad. I decided to apply it into something else. So, here's another drawing that I did. At least it's a lot better. At least. This time I used all my original characters from the anime I'm remaking. Like, yeah. I know that these backgrounds look sparse, okay? But I don't want to texture them. I'm lazy. But you can kind of see here what I did. Originally, I drew the vanishing point over there. And you see, I covered it up. It looks a lot more convincing and a lot better when it's covered up. Try not to make it obvious that there is a vanishing point and that it all points out to that direction. Of course, you want to leave hints that it points it out, but don't make it obvious. Otherwise, it breaks the illusion, I suppose. Another thing, when I was drawing people, make sure they have to line up and link up in the drawing in the floor plane. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain that very well. Here's another tip. What you want to do is draw outside of it. You actually want to cut it away. So not use the entire paper like I didn't, so I had to extend it in order to accomplish the effect that I wanted. I could check that they were all proportional in height. Because you don't want giant people. Because, yeah. Well, I hope that was effective. Or not. We never know with me. I'm a horrible explanation person. But maybe it guided you somewhere. And that's good enough for me. Hello! Welcome to Junpei Messily Explains 2-Point Perspective. Good luck to me. Alright, so I guess you want your horizon line, and then you want to place these 2 dots anywhere on that line. If it may not be helpful, I will at least have some tips to be kind of a guide. First of all, draw your guidelines. Oh, this is like, I put it on here as it'll get really messy. Now remember to draw these lines and make sure they're not all the same size, you know, because you want to indicate that as it is further away, it's smaller, and as it's far closer away, it's bigger, which I totally forgot to talk about, but hey, I only got 3 minutes, so now everything's perfect. Now work on your other one. There you go. Now, here's the poor application of it, but you can see right here in this picture, right there, far away. And once again, like in the last part, I talked about hiding the vanishing point so you don't see it, but it's a 2-point perspective. We'll also ignore any background noises, of course. I tried placing some people in buildings. Oh, also remember, always keep your lines straight. But see how it's a little less obvious where the vanishing points could be. Now let me give you a better picture, but it's much smaller. Same rule again, but here's an extra tip. Sometimes it is okay. Like, draw a little composition, like a thumbnail. Have that vanishing point. Sometimes you can put them outside of it. That's a good idea. They don't all have to be in there. Otherwise, it could be too obvious. That's another way to do it without hiding it behind a building, you know? Oh, and you can also place the horizon line anywhere, just for repetition's sake. Now place your trans paper for me, or not, I don't know. This is a very messy process, as you can see. And start mapping out where that grid goes. I'm sorry if you don't have transparent paper. I know that feeling too. Maybe you can wait until college or something, or I don't know. Or an adult with money or something. I'm sorry. And then the other one. Yep. Now with my little fumble in my last video, because luckily I drew in a small picture, now I can demonstrate. a little better of drawing outside this thing, which you cannot do with a limited space of paper. Now notice here I play with the little objects of trying to obscure it so it doesn't look obvious. Cover up the picture. Now it's funny because I intended it for that to be that way. Oh, we're not covering shadows yet. But kind of notice I try to keep like them in proportion. She's a ghost, it's okay. And I put in a couple of different objects this time other than like squares. And this is a kind of a hint of where it is, but yeah. See, you can't really tell that it was the other way or over there, but yeah. Anyway, I hope it's helpful. See you next time when I try to do 3-point perspective, or not, or I screw up. Bye. Alright, I'm back to ramble on about more things. About what things? Tons of things. I think you get to see more of my old chibi drawings or something like that, and like some of my high school art. And then I'm just randomly sketching something, I don't know. I'm sketching like my friends' drawings. And then I think I have a whole bunch of my puppets. What are they doing? I think they were doing the Squid Game thing. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. I mean, I know there's a sequel coming out. I do like Squid Game. Some people are like, oh, it's overrated. I mean, it's a criticism on the thing, but like, I think it's pretty decent. I don't really, it's just like, you know, so if something's good, it's just good. Why can't there be lots of good things? I just like to like things. What's so wrong about that? So anyway, let me think. And then I draw more birds or something. Oh my god. I need to make sure of something. Just a moment. Somewhere along this video, soon, I am doing a tutorial on bookmaking, but I'm going to have to do the voiceover myself. So, I hear that I found a cheaper way of bookmaking, so you see me in that video putting these pages together, and you see that it's like these little tiny comic pages. Like, you take a sheet of paper, and you can fold it, and then you'll get 4 pages of comics. Like, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page that you can draw and lay on the comic, and then you can save a lot of paper that way. Of course, the paper will be smaller, but yeah. And you have to staple it, and also you probably need to either you're gonna draw directly on the paper. I mean, I guess, but like, what if you want to print it or something? Oh my god, I just thought of a different, more practical way against that. And that if I want to make a physical model that I want to copy. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'll think about that later. But one of the things I hated to do when I was digitally laying out comic pages is the fact that pages would always end up upside down or something. And I'm like, oh my god. I can't keep track of all this digitally. I don't know. People are like, oh, digital art is so hard. And it's like, no, I mean, so easy, and it's like, no, it's not. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Like, I do not like printing with a digital medium. But I think I have a better method for whatever I was talking about with my friend. So I think you could do that 4-page method, but what you can do is actually draw directly on that paper. Just make sure everything is perfect. And then you can print it out. And no, that's not the point. You can scan it in, clean up that page, and just make sure it's double-sided. Ugh, double-sided printing is the worst, though. Ew, gross. That is what I hate. Oh, never mind. That might not work. Double-sided is the worst. God. I do not want to end up with a page that's upside down. Never mind. I did not defeat my tutorial. I wish I did. But I would still have to cope with the fact that the page may accidentally print upside down. And I would hate that. Like, oh my god, now I have to flip the page around because this person didn't print out the page correctly. They were too stupid to print, and now I have to flip around the book. Like, I know it might be inconvenient for some people, but I like to make things convenient for people, even though, okay, I'm effectively not making things effectively okay, but like through a physical medium. I don't really like digital medium. I don't really like doing video medium, but yeah. So later on, you'll see a book, like a sketch of a girl, and it's obviously covered in a plastic sheet. So you'll see me going over like the profile pages and how I draw my profile pages for each one. And like I have a whole bunch of categories in which how I organize the information. And you'll see another part where I will, on the back end, where I draw like maybe their cultural items and stuff. It's a whole bunch of things. Maybe like their favorite things, etc., etc. This is how I keep track of some of my other big major characters, just in case. And then in the third one, I'll draw like, I have 2 pages devoted for each of my my 500 literal OCs. I give them their outfits and stuff, but I was not able to. This is a project I've been working on since high school, since the end of high school. I'm still not finished with it. I've had so many things in my life interrupt me that I've not been able to finish it to the way I wanted to do it, basically. So yeah, that's not necessarily fun. Okay, just a moment. Okay, we have about, let's see, 2 more minutes to ramble. And then we're going to bump into another tutorial, which is about, what was it about? Oh yeah, drawing faces and stuff. Now, I'm not an expert in drawing faces, but, and the faces actually have to look like the person, otherwise it kind of failed, but, you know, I'm not the best at this kind of stuff. So yeah, like, it's a lot of work to do all those things, but yeah. Oh my god, speaking of which, oh wait, never mind, I'm not gonna ramble about that. Let's see, what else? Let me think. Okay. And then, like, maybe I'll have a little biography I read about them, and maybe a little blurb about their people and how their world, or how their city, their land, whatever the heck it is, works. And maybe, like, a list of powerful techniques that they can use on hand. So now we have 1 minute left to ramble on. But yeah, that's how my profile thing is. I keep track of all of my characters in a giant book dedicated directly to my 500 OCs for my own thing. It's for my purpose, for my own enjoyment. It's not really for anyone else to see unless I wanted to show off their outfits or something. The information is for me and me only. But the visual stuff I don't mind showing. That's a different thing entirely. I think, like, when it comes to my writing, I'm always embarrassed by what I write. So yeah, I'm gonna be quiet soon because there's a tutorial thing coming up, and I'm just gonna be blabbing on about that until I stop blabbing about that. Alright, so there's gonna be a gap of silence again. Oh, and I guess you can guess what my zodiac sign is from these videos or whatever. Bonus, I'm a Sagittarius. Okay. Whatever. Zodiac's kind of BS anyway. Forget it.